And so, guys, I will start this episode with a question. What will you do if you win 5 millions lottery today? What will you do? Just be honest. A new car, a fancy house, you take a vacation, traveling all over the country. I know it feels good imagining, right? But here is the depressing truth. A huge percentage of people who wins lottery goes broke within 5 years. You heard me right. Within 5 years, they go broke. Make it make sense, guys. How is it possible? You have 10 millions today and you lose it all. And that brings us to the chapter 5 of the psychology of money. It is called getting wealthy versus staying wealthy. And it explains that the skills you use to get wealthy are not the skills you will use to stay wealthy. Let me give you a story of a man who was called Bob. Bob won $31 million totally. That is a lot of money. Bob was supposed to be rich for his entire life. But for your surprise, it did not happen. So what did Bob do? Bob did everything right. He bought a house, he bought a car, he helped his church, but at a time, something changed. Everyone around him wanted something. His brothers, his sisters, cousins, old-time friends who he did not talk to for years, they all wanted something, and Bob could not say no. He started making bad investment. He started buying things he did not even need. And in the next 20 months, yes, not years, 20 months, Bob was in $1 million debt. You can imagine, 20 months only, he had 20 months only, he had gone bankrupt, and he was in $1 million debt. That's a lot of money. And eventually, Bob took his life. Study shows that 1/3 of people who win lottery goes broke within 5 years. These people are not stupid. They never learn the difference between getting money and keeping money. And you see, guys, getting wealthy and staying wealthy are two completely different games. And they require different skills, different mindset, and different rules. Tuanze na getting wealth. Getting wealth takes offensive. You take risk, you sacrifice your body, you gamble with your life, and you switch on the fences. Sometimes you miss, but when you hit, you win big. Staying wealthy takes defensive. You have to stay humble. You have to be paranoid. And you have to play that you do not lose. And you stop switching on the fences because you do not need that anymore. But here's a problem, guys. All of us are good at offense. We take risk. We hustle. We grind. We take chances. And that is how we get money. But when we get that money, we still play offense. same rules, same gambling, same mindset, and that is when we lose all the money. And so guys, what is defense? Honestly, it is kinda paranoid. You see, chapter 5 says that someone who stays wealthy is the one who is paranoid that he will lose it all. And you don't have to be scared. You just have to be prepared. You see, guys, for ordinary people like us, defense is saving for money that for things that might happen in the future, or for emergencies that might occur in the future. I'm not saying you save for vacation, not even a new phone, but maybe you may get sick, you may get an emergency that you cannot avoid. You see, guys, there are two rules of investing. Rule number 1, never lose money. And rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. And that is defense. Not losing is more important than winning big. And so, back to you. You once had some good money. Maybe it was a fundraising, maybe you had a good deal or something, but you did nothing with the money. You never saved even a coin. Then a few days later, you had an emergency and you started making phone calls everywhere asking for help, and you felt disappointed and you felt irresponsible. It is true, saving money feels boring. It feels awful. But when something bad happens, because things always go wrong, you will not struggle, you will not borrow for money, you will sleep just normally, and that is staying wealthy, guys. Not millions of money, but having a room to breathe. And guys, this is how you stay wealthy when you start getting some money. I'll give you 3 rules. Rule number 1, build a caution before anything else. What do I mean by a caution? Have 3 to 6 months your expenses, that is food, bills and rent. Save the money somewhere and don't touch it. Rule number 2, don't gamble for more when you win. If you get some money that you are comfortable, everything about you is going okay, you don't have to double that money. Just protect the money. And rule number 3, guys, and I know you will disagree with me and it is right, but rule number 3, guys, always expect things to go wrong. Yes. And don't be negative, just be realistic, because things always goes wrong. Like, we can remember during the COVID time, people lost their job, people are not going to jobs anymore, and people who had not saved money, they had nothing for themselves. They borrowed money everywhere. So guys, always expect things to go wrong. And guys, don't be scared, remember, just be prepared, because we said Someone who stays wealthy is someone who is paranoid that they will lose all the money they have. And this is what I have learned in chapter 5. Getting money feels exciting and it feels like you have figured out something. But keeping money, guys, it is very boring. I know. Like, imagine saying no when someone expects you to say yes. Imagine not attending to an event that it is a must go. Imagine missing opportunities that you cannot afford to miss, but you have to miss them because you are protecting your caution. And so, guys, next time you get that money, next time you get that salary, next time you sell that your thing you are selling, next time you get that money, don't forget about Bob, who won that $1 million and died while in debt. Don't forget about the people who wins lottery and 5 years later they are broke. Keep a caution and don't gamble for more. Protect what you have. And guys, always, and I'm repeating, always expect things to go wrong, because they will. Things will always go wrong. Expect that. And guys, we are not threatening each other, and that is how you will survive for a long time. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and let us meet on the next one.